Welcome back. I'm David. So I was just listening to the guy and I accidentally went over to the side here and
Look over to
realized
your
that
left.
um that there were more campaigns over here. One of which is Cape to Cairo, which is one of the campaigns on the disc that I have. Unfortunately, they still don't have all the campaigns that I'm aware of. I don't think we can move over any more than this. So we're gonna go ahead and yeah, we can't go this way at all either. So we're gonna try handle on the breadbasket.
Hello? You awake? Go ahead and select
So
your
the guy
map
is
to get
currently
started.
talking, but I'm probably going to cut him out. Um, I think I'm going to do the 15% lower track building cost because I think in this particular map there's a lot more mountainous regions. I think short term, well, just in general, this is probably the better choice than the steel revenue or the 80,000.
With the wheels in motion, railroads are emerging from everywhere. For every successful line, there are four bankrupt ones. Take advantage of the momentum you've managed to start, but beware of some of the more sinister deals that big money always seems to bring. And wipe your chin, you got some muck on it or something.
Okay, go ahead and turn that down. I'm pretty sure it pauses when you have a screen like this open, but I don't know. After the easy initial connections up and down the East Coast, the next major goal of the railroad industry was to connect to the western states, then defined as anything west of the Appalachian Mountains. So, Ohio. Your goal for a bronze victory is to create one continuous track connecting New York and Chicago by the end of 1870 and haul 8 loads between the two cities. So this is the part that I'm not entirely sure of is the hauling 8 loads. I don't know if that means hauling uh 8 carts or in total or hauling making 8 trips. I think it means hauling 8 carts that are full because obviously carts can be empty or full. For the silver, you need to also get book value equity of 4 million, which is probably a bit harder. And then gold is to do both by 1858. I am not going to guarantee that I get silver or gold. I can more than likely get bronze. That one I feel confident in getting bronze in. But I make no guarantees for this one. Unlike the last one where I knew I could get gold. Okay, so the game starts off with New York. And thankfully, I think we do miss out on this one house, but I mean, still a pretty good radius. We also miss out on this house, but that's pretty far away anyways. We do, it looks like we do get both of the ports. We start off with a roundhouse, a water and sand tower, and we're connected up to Albany. It looks like I'm pretty sure all these cities are randomized, but I don't know. Looks like we got a bakery and a lumber mill. We have some logging camps up near here that we could start with. Make some easy cash as well. So, you don't know U.S. geography very well. So we're all the way over here. This is where we start with New York. And we need to get over to Chicago, which is on the opposite side of the map, obviously. But they leave a lot of extra space, like, if you want to expand to these areas. Like, if you're playing for more than just getting the metal, you can expand, like, down into the Ohio River Valley and into Tennessee, and then over here into the Carolinas and Virginia and all that. So we do, I forget how late we get it. How much later we get it. But there is another train coming up. I want to say the American Sea. I'm not quite sure how much better it is than the Prussian. So let's see. I think there is a way. There's a map mode of some sort that we can see inclines. That's trains, obviously. I think it's here. So let's see. Since we're going up the Hudson Valley here, it's not super steep. So I'm thinking, instead of going with the more expensive Prussian, because, I mean, that's quite a bit more, just like between fuel, maintenance, and just the upfront cost. I think we'll just go with the DeWitt Clinton first, and then just upgrade it to the better train, depending on what it is, how much better it is. So we'll start with that. You should always start in New York, because New York's going to have passengers, a lot more passengers. Cargo cars, we'll go ahead and do that. We do get dining cars, which I think I will add one on there. And we also get a caboose now. So you don't have to add the dining car or the caboose. For some reason it doesn't say here. But I believe the dining car gives you an extra 25% for your passengers. And then the caboose makes sure that you don't get robbed, or it has a less likely chance of getting robbed. Alright, so okay, we'll start with that for sure. So let's take a look here, see what we have available down here before we start expanding west. Because our expansion route west, if you know anything about railroad history in America, there's from the Hudson Valley right here, where Albany is, it sort of flattens out around here, which is where the both the Erie Canal that connected the Hudson and Lake Erie, and where the New York Central line went as well, I believe. Okay, I'm just curious. How much would it cost us? That's a pretty rough terrain there. Okay. If you don't want to pay for something, I think there is a key to cancel it, but I'd find just like moving it over top of this works just as well. over the HUD. Nice. No, I keep clicking on that one for some reason. It would be nice if there was a way to, like, see how high the terrain is, like, over here. Like, without having to build track to do it, you know? I mean, it's not a very long route, and one little train could probably take care of it pretty easily. But, yeah, I don't really like that big incline there. Usually it's best to avoid any red if you can. There were any, like, logging camps on our way over there, I would probably stop. We got a tool and die factory here. This is coal, I believe. Yeah. Iron mines look like this. I mean, we have a couple little iron mines here. We could find a station and find one that could hit both of them like that. Might be able to justify it. Be nice if we could hit up multiple. Don't think we have anything other than that bakery. Do we want to spend this much money yet? It'd only leave us with 63, and I don't think we could get across the river. Is it worth it, is the thing. I mean, it can be worth it. This might be a bad idea. I don't know. Especially if the track is not cooperating with us. If I remember right, yeah, it does not like diagonal tracking very much. Or it doesn't like diagonal rivers is the thing. That's part of the problem. Yeah, that's so much money. Is there an easier way to cross? I really... Yeah, see how it doesn't want to go this way. Yeah, maybe that was a waste of money. I don't know. It's coal. Okay. I'm going to be back in a second. Okay, so we're back. The thing is, the game does randomize, so things aren't set up exactly the same as they were. New York is mostly the same, although I think there's a lot more houses now. But Albany is different. Instead of the logging, or not the logging camp, the lumber mill thing, we now have a paper mill. So, fortunately, that bakery is just out of range of New York. That's unfortunate. Huh. So now this kind of changes things a little. Let's see. You do have to like think through this stuff before you really commit to anything. Because if you don't, I mean, you could be wasting a bunch of money, like we did last time. Um, Now my question becomes, well, yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's just not. It's not gonna give it to us, unfortunately. Fortunately, because of this placement, we can't put the. I don't even think we could actually reach this with a small station. Yeah, it's just one tile out of reach. It'd be really good to get it, but that's coal. Don't think we have any iron over here. I don't know. Fortunately, most of the like raw resources are out like in the mountains. I mean, it makes sense, but okay. I'd say just go up to speed 2 and get this started. No more thinking. Had a had a long day of thinking. Could hypothetically build up the New Haven just to make a little extra money. Oh, to see the numbers of loads you've hauled, enter your company screen. Okay, so company overhead, let's see what we got here. Goodwill, not that important here. Stock prices, not that important. Stock prices, diesel engines, okay. Neither of those are very important. Okay, so loads hauled shows up here. I thought there was something about the loads for the achievement. But I'm guessing that's not here. I don't know where that would be, to be honest. So, that's meat packing. Fortunate this guy is right, like, right there. So we do need to kind of figure out what the game plan is here. Because we don't... I think we are still going to take the route this way. At some point, some of these cities will start offering money to build to them. So that can also be an incentive as to where to go. Postage stamp increases popularity of mail. Nice. I've actually been keeping track of the time. No. Although, I'm guessing I'm going to cut part of this out. Okay. Sorry, I just sneezed. Hopefully I, cut that out. Okay, I was kind of hoping this would be going a little faster. So the reason why we're using this slightly older train is because I think we should get a new train pretty soon. Another coal mine. I mean, we could just take coal back and forth or something. That is like an option. It's not really the best option. Especially with dealing these annoying rivers. Paper mill. Yeah. Problem is, we don't really have the money to be spending to build further at the moment. We need a big load of passengers and stuff to get there. So, thankfully with this map, they allow you to actually build elsewhere other than just in the set area. I'm just kind of getting an idea of what I want to do over here. Do I want to start just from Albany and head straight west? Probably the best idea. Try and stay on a straight path for as long as possible. So, even with that 15% off, it's still a lot to build track. It doesn't look like we picked up a mail. You can set, like, the trains here. You can set wait until filled, which is not... It's probably a good idea to do, especially at the very start, just because sometimes the loads don't get... don't come in just yet at the very start. So, no money, unfortunately. So I am hoping that the new train will show up here soon. I don't remember how late it comes up, but I think it comes up within like the first year or so. There's the first one. First year already. I didn't see when in the year we started, but I would imagine we just started in January. Just curious, what's the incline here? Yeah, like, incline's within 1, which is usually fine. Nice. Okay. There's a lot of moolah. Looks like we built a little bit of track there. Unfortunate. Okay. It always looks like it shouldn't be that big of a incline. Maybe, yeah. I guess it kind of just depends on like what view you're in. I mean, That doesn't look like it should be a 5, personally. But what do I know, right? Okay, so we definitely should probably get at least a medium station. Nice to get all of these houses. This angle's not really helping me at all. Okay, let's quick bulldoze to those. No, we just wasted money, but you know. Huh. Yeah, it's looking like we're gonna have to might have to change how we're doing this. That the logging mill or whatever it is, lumber mill, is making a very annoying buzzing sound. Do that. Okay, so we should definitely have a water and sand tower for sure. Doesn't look like we have quite that much. Oh, we were still looking at the upgrade. All right. Go ahead and continue on. So let's see here. Made businessmen in Erie anxious to have you connect. Yeah. So if we can connect to Erie by 1855, we can get a nice little boost there. Okay. So we're waiting on a mail. It would be nice to get that, but we might need to just tell it to go. There we go. So we got the new train. Yeah, and it is a little more expensive than the Prussian. Okay, but can I at least see the trains? I feel like that doesn't... Me being able to buy them and me being able to look at them are two different things. So this should be a slightly easier trip back since it's all going downhill. Since I mean, it is a river valley, that's kind of what they do. So we'll wait on this load. It'd be nice if it said what or how much this is actually worth, because this kind of gives you an idea relative to other trains, but Um, but it's not, you know, it doesn't give you an exact amount. New York Central stock is split. Okay, there's another year gone by. But yeah, I think the next train, I think we'll upgrade this train first, and then we'll buy another train to go between Albany and Syracuse. And it'll probably just be a passenger train. Since there's really nothing in Syracuse yet. Since we don't really have a logging camp of any kind. Maybe we'll set up maybe like a... Okay, but I want to at least see it. I don't know why I can't, you know, see it even though I don't have the money. I mean, browsing's a thing, right? Okay. Go ahead and put that back down. Alright. Replace this with the American Sea. I think that's going to be a win for us. Alright. So unfortunately, yeah, we don't have anything that we can really bring. Man, it's so much money. Track just costs so much money. It's quite ridiculous. Start from this side. See how much costs to just build along the... Do that. Unfortunately, I did not calculate correctly. And we can't afford a new train just yet. Okay. Looks like it's all filled, which is good. We'll have to wait on one more load back to Albany. A lot of stuff up here in Canada. Canada just has so much more stuff than we do. Just curious if there's anything actually over this way. Obviously, we got Green Bay. Looks like we got a little bit of Madison, Milwaukee. Hypothetically, something that we could do is set up a station over on this end as well, and just start making some money this way as well. I don't know if it's best to like split up your rail lines like that or not. Alright, so I think we're gonna go ahead and put a cut in here. I'm not quite sure how long this video is since I forgot to hit the timer, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part.